In 2021, we took 22 leaders through a 20-week leadership program. So tell me about your leadership goals.
So my leadership goals are to develop a high-performing and highly engaged team.
Okay, for me, I think the main leadership goal is continuing to flex my leadership style depending on who I'm managing.
An aspiration in terms of leadership is about, my own skills and learning what it takes to be a really great leader.
My goals as a leader are to inspire others to want to work with me.
What did you learn about yourself or your leadership?
So the first one would be time management tips. I've been able to average, at the moment, saving between 2 to 6 hours a week.
I really like the strength-based leadership stuff and learning about the potential of your team and sort of how to coach them and how to sort of grow them going forward.
I was kind of intuitively doing a lot of things, and I learned that there are a lot of structures and models that I really need to be using as a leader that I wasn't familiar with.
The area of the course that focused on the strategic thinking and the high-level thinking and planning was something I really enjoyed, and pulling up outside of my BAU everyday working week.
What were your favourite tools or techniques?
I guess the feedback tools, STAR model, the GROW model, the tools for creating sort of a plan for your employees, what they're good at.
The GROW model for coaching. So helping people think through a certain situation, solving that problem and integrating into that, what is their will to actually make the change happen. So
now I know what social style I am. I realise in the workplace it comes out, at home it comes out, it's come out with my family. And so it's something that has actually gone throughout my whole life, not just my 9 to 5.
So my favourite tool and technique is the STAR model, having that structured flow to kind of organise my feedback and structure it has been incredibly helpful.
How did it help you? What kind of results did you see straight away?
Recently, for example, I come quickly to a solution, and I've actually stopped doing that with one of my direct reports, letting her come to the solution, and it's working really, really well, and she seems far more engaged. So
now starting to build out an interactive tool that we can use coaching conversations with our people to really drill down into what motivates them, what drives them, what engages them, what is purposeful to them. I'm doing so many things differently. I'm really now giving them a lot of structured feedback. I have strategic planning sessions with the leaders in my team. I have changed a lot in terms of how I do things with my team.
How you could deliver feedback to somebody, and I kind of thought that, hey, this might be the best way of doing it. But going through the program and learning like a few of the tools and techniques, it's really helped to kind of solidify my understanding of that, and I'm basing it off something that I've learned as opposed to something that I think will work.
I think the observation and feedback stuff was pretty useful. I got to use that with my team, and it just provided a structured way to speak to your team and provide feedback to them.
What's next for you on your leadership journey? What are your new goals?
What next is to focus on my current role. So continue how I've been going throughout this time. I'd like to also make sure that I block out time in my calendar on a weekly basis, just so I can really go over and practice the things that we've learned in the leadership program. And lastly, my next goal would be to continue to implement the time-saving strategies, because in order for me to achieve everything that I just spoke about, I need to create more time within that calendar.
So the 3-horizon planning model, which is helping me to rethink how I should forward plan with my team, engaging with my team, motivating my team, and through that, helping them to make an impact.
I would really love to be able to have the opportunity to be involved in cross-functional projects, but to actually implement it and test it. And I'm really grateful that Keypath are even giving us the opportunity to do.
What would you say to other leaders that may come into this program in the future? What advice do you have for them?
Because I know that learning on the job is kind of, a big part of it, but, if I have this base knowledge, I can learn on the job more effectively.
My advice would be to approach the leadership program with a completely open mind.
Realise time is of the essence and every 30 minutes counts.
It is a really amazing opportunity to learn from other people within the organisation and to learn some great tools that will help you to, be a leader at Keypath, but also beyond Keypath. Go to every webinar, you watch every video, you get really involved in the assessments, because I think the more that you put into it, the more you kind of really help yourself to develop as a leader.